Hello everyone, I'm Tina, the creative guru for Gems, Paper, Scissors. I am an independent maker with close to my heart, and today is Motivation Monday, and our color for the week is Clover. So I'm going to be creating a congratulations kind of a card for some friends of mine that found out that they're expecting another baby. So I'm just going to kind of play around over the weekend. For Science Sunday, I showed in our Facebook group how to do marbling using re-inkers and shaving cream, and taught the science of why that works and how to make it really stick nicely. So I trimmed that piece down, and I'm just going to run that image along my Clover ink to help distress it. So once it's on my White Daisy card base, it will help make this page pop more. And you can't quite really see how that adds to this layout until you put it onto something with a white background. And as normal for me, I choose to run with the Close to My Heart tape runner for my primary adhesive. I do that because it's consistent. I do it because it fits well within my hand. It travels nicely in my craft box. And I have been using our adhesives since 2006. And I will tell you, I have scrapbooks that I've made way back when using this adhesive that are still doing wonderfully well. And then I have some that are adhered with some of our competitive companies' products. And I will tell you, they do not stick nearly as nicely. They actually need to be re-adhered. So I went on ahead and used some White Daisy and used the thin cuts from our Snuggle Up stamp set and thin cuts just to have them pre-made. It's a really adorable, cute little set, but I knew that this is going to have several layers on it. So I went on ahead and did some preemptive work in having it done with thin cuts. And I'm just going to stamp on this using Archival Black because I want this to really stand out nice and take the coloring. Isn't this stinking adorable? Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to now do my little wanded star. Just like so. And I don't mind if it overhangs a little bit. So you can see I didn't really get my stamp on real clear. And I'm okay with that because I'm going to be coloring this with shimmer pen and Clover ink here in just a minute. And then lastly, I'm going to get this Magician's Wand. Pardon me for the noise. This really cute couple, they did their gender reveal photo shoot this week. And one of the moms, she's just so cute. And she was wearing her little magic wand and doing the little cauldron of potions. And it was just adorable. So because of that, I'm running with the little magician's hat that is reminiscent of what she was wearing for her photo shoot. So now I am going to color this in a little bit. I have my clear shimmer pen, and in token of her big sister Wisteria, I'll use that. I have my Clover ink, which I will use on some of those spots. And I have some, let's go with some flamingo for this little bunny's ears. So I'm just gonna quickly ink this up. And if you've never used our shimmer pens, the first thing you do is you have to get the little yellow band off, which I've already done. And then you pop through that chamber, which again, I've already done. And you just screw this on until it goes pop. And then there's these two little buttons that say push, one on each side. And you just squeeze a little bit. Always, always, always shake your pens well. And you will actually start to see the ink coming into the cartridge usually. Not always, but usually. And I do this on a spare sheet of paper because when it first gets going, it's kind of messy. So I just go ahead and have a scrap piece of paper handy. I'm just going to go ahead and do this cute little bunny's ear with a little bit of shimmery flamingo. Do this one as well. And this dries super quick. And then, so that's using my flamingo. Always make sure to cap well and then put it aside when you're done with it. Again, I'm going to do the wisteria. And I've already primed this. So as you can see, there's already some color here. I'm going to do some cute little dots along the way. Not all of them, because I want some of them to be the clover. I think that's pretty good. We're just going to go ahead and paint this little wand of the star. Again, using the Wisteria shimmer pen. So when it dries, and I'm not really fussy on do I stay in the lines, because honestly, this is a fun fairy wand. This is two little sisters getting to play as they grow up, fighting, arguing, loving each other, being the best siblings ever. So there's the little wand with the wisteria. And then I'm going to add some green clover. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to push on my ink pad just to transfer some ink onto the lid, just like that. And then I'm going to pick it up using my clear shimmer pen. It's a really fun, easy technique to always get the color that you're after, right? Because sometimes, you know, we have a lot of colors, but we don't have every color. So again, I'm just doing a little daub here and there with the Clover shimmer pen. And then I'm going to add some to these dots. Just like that. And then I think I'm going to add, I think I'm going to go back and grab that, the flamingo, and trim the brim of this hat. Just a real quick swatch. But I'm going to shake off some of that extra on my scrap piece of paper because this gets really heavy very fast. A little goes a long, long ways. There we go. I think that's awfully adorable. Okay, now let's see here. I've got my card base. I've done my Clover distressing. I'm going to trim a piece of Clover cardstock just to raise that up a little. I think I want the darker side. So we're going to go ahead and do this as a 3x4. I may trim it up some more. I'm not quite positive yet. Let's see how we like that. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to grab a small piece of white daisy. Potentially, maybe not. I might go ahead and leave be because that might be just too bland for this little bunny. Let's see here. It's kind of just puttering around. Again, I'm going to be trimming this wand down in a minute. So oh yeah, I think that's super adorable. What do you think? Okay, we're going to go ahead and run with that, or something very, very close. Move that out of the way. And you know what I did not do was put my stamps back on the carrier sheet, which I try to do so I keep my space nice and tidy. So we'll quickly do that. It'll also free up my stamps here. And then, yeah, okay. So I'm going to distress with the Clover on the Clover. And you might think that doesn't really make a difference, but it does. Again, it just adds that extra little pizzazz, that extra pop. All the layers that you use to create a project make a difference. So then I think I'm going to raise this up using some of my 3D foam tape. Yep, I still want to do that. Okay. And it doesn't take a bunch, but I want this to last because it is for the family, and a congratulations on the news of the new baby. So I'm going to add a little extra, more than I would typically, because I want this to be able to survive in a memory box or a scrapbook. So just like that, I'm going to offset that just a little, just like so. There we go. And then I'm going to trim a little bit of my star stem off, little rope. Not a bunch, just a little. And it's okay if it's sharp there, because I'm actually going to take my nonstick scissors and make a little incision on this tiny little bunny paw and see if I can't thread this balloon through. May not have made the opening big enough yet. Let's see here. No, not quite big enough yet. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so that this bunny can really get that wand ribbon through her little paw. Just like so. There we go. See how that's going to work? I'm going to put a little 3D foam tape onto the balloon just because I want the balloon to be floating. I want that sense of euphoria. All right. So I'm going to just go ahead and put that on the back and then use my standard close to my heart tape adhesive runner and get that going. Remove the back off of my little wand balloon thing. And just like so, place that on, get that star in place. Look at how much that just helps, right? Just like so. And then for the upcoming baby, I'm going to put this fabulously cute little baby magician wand waiting at her feet, just like so. Yeah. Then, because every little one could use a little bit of extra sparkle, I will add some bitty little sparkles. There we go. And I like to lift these off using my nonstick scissors, just like so. I open them up, put my finger on the dull side, the back of one of the blades, and then place it where I want. Doesn't always work perfect, especially when you're using the itty bitty teeny tiny ones. They like to kind of go places. They're a little harder to pick up, but the effect is so cute. Doesn't take a bunch. I'm probably just going to do, 3 here and there, and then maybe 2 up here. Just because this is such a sparkly, magical moment in their lives, right? There we go. Yeah, but then I'll add 2 more up here. And typically we put a sentiment on the front of a card, and I'm not going to do that this time. I'm actually going to put the sentiment on the inside, which is going to be from our Born in Our Hearts set. So let's see here. Our Born in Our Hearts set is exactly what it says. It's all about being in our heart. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to run with the building a family through process of dedication and enduring love. And that's going to be my inside sentiment. But this particular stamp has more. So it actually starts off with noun, adoption, noun, building a family through the process of dedicated, enduring love. And I'm going, because they are not adopting, I am going to cover that part of the stamp by utilizing our masking technique that we use frequently. I could cut my stamp. A lot of people don't like to do that. I do it more often than one would think. But I don't really feel the need for that because the writing on the stamp set is so fine. And my washi tape ran out, so let me grab my next roll. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and cover the noun with my washi tape, just like so. And again, I think I'm actually going to run with the raspberry tones for a nice vibrant pink, since this is going to be their next little girl. So just like so, I'm going to then ink this up, get it really nice and glossy, juicy. Remove my masking, known as the washi tape, so that then I can stamp. Oops, guess what I did? I washi taped the wrong sentiment. So I am going to wipe this off with my little stamp chamois and do it again. And I can go ahead and reuse the same piece of washi tape. And this time I'm really actually going to get the noun part covered, not the other segment. Just like so. Get it nice and juicy wet. Remove my masking. And because I've already stamped this, I'm going to make sure that I got enough of my ink off. Good thing I checked, because there's a little residual. So, one more round of inking. Then I'm going to stamp this on. And voila. I now have a very, very sweet, adorable card for this fantastic family. Just like so. And that is all for today's Motivation Monday. I will be back tomorrow in our closed private Facebook group to do our Technique Tuesday. If you are not a part of it, I highly recommend joining. And I will be back. Have a great day. Bye for now.